Welcome in, everyone, to Cumberland County High School as the Upperman Bees baseball team gets set to take on the Cumberland County Jets for the second straight night in district play. A game that played yesterday in Baxter. The Bees won 6-0. Live here on UCR Facebook page, YouTube channel. I'm Jacob Vincent. Cameron Hughes on camera today, and another beautiful day for baseball in Crossville. The Cumberland County Jets 0-8 on the season, taking on the Upperman Bees at 4-7. The Bees 1-0 in district play. The Jets 0-1 after last night's game. Take you through the starting nine for both sides. First for Upperman, the away team today on the road. Dawson Mullins at short leads it off. Chris Worsing will be on the mound. He bats second. Carson Shoup is over at first base batting third. Jackson Green will clean it up. He's over at third base today. Denton Huddleston behind the plate batting fifth. Batting sixth is Braden Wolke, the right fielder for the Bees. Dalton Mathis out in center field. He bats seventh. Braden Green is making his debut back from injury from a couple of weeks ago at Kingston. He's in the DH spot batting eighth. Andrew Hedrick, the second baseman, bats ninth. And Jackson West will be out in left field being hit for by Braden Green. On the mound for the Cumberland County Jets is Eli Gloop. His last outing was on Friday last week against Powell. They lost that game 4-1. He went 3 innings. He got the start in the game. 2 hits, 2 runs. Only 1 was earned. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. He threw 59 pitches, and 36 of those were strikes. So Dawson Mullins, the freshman shortstop, will step in first for the Bees here in Crossville. Once again, let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, and make sure you hit that share button, like the stream as well on Facebook, YouTube as well. First pitch strike in there from Gloop is across to Mullins, and it's 0-1. Bees have fared well against this Jets squad in years past in district play, and especially in this park. Much shorter diamond in terms of the field and the fences. As that one dips low, ball one. It's 1-1. It's a turf mound, a turf plate as well. This one swung on down the line. Going to drift foul, but hit well by Mullins. It is strike 2, and it's 1-2 now. So Dawson Mullins at the plate for the Bees. Leadoff man and leadoff batter here in this one, just underway in Crossville. As Mullins will ask for time, he'll step out, and they're waiting to go get the foul ball down the right field line first. They're going to let him track it down, and then we'll be ready for action again. It went carrying all the way into the corner. And now we're back and ready for action as Mullins will step back in. Gloop into the windup, brings it home, and this one swung on. Bouncer, right side of the infield, coming onto it. And the throw to first is in time. And a nice play over at second base for Kellen Burnett, who starts at second base today. And it'll be a 4-3 put out to open it up. A 1 away in the inning with Chris Worsing stepping to the plate. Mentioned Eli Gloop is on the mound. Behind the plate today is Isaiah Shelton. In the infield from left to right, Rylan Burnett is at third base. Schaefer Sitton is the shortstop. Kellen Burnett at second. Over at first base is Jake Christopher. In the outfield from left to right, Asher Mifflin is in left. Center field is Titus Ostrander, and Tanner Pauly is the right fielder. First pitch in to Chris Worsing, misses high and away. It's ball 1. Worsing, the best hitter on the team so far this season for the Bees, having a great year as that one misses just outside. 2 balls and no strikes now. We'll see Worsing on the mound coming up in the bottom part of the inning for the Bees. And their ace on the mound, obviously Jackson Green had a great showing yesterday as well. This one swung on, foul tipped, and it's strike 1. Bees team that is very, very young. Then obviously they've got a couple of the seniors with Carson Shoup and Braden Green, and then the junior mainstay and Chris Worsing, who is now in his 3rd season as a Bee. And the breaking ball misses just a little bit up to Worsing, and the count runs to 3-1 now on the junior. Nobody on, 1 away here in the top of the first. Gloop delivers home. Left side of the infield, that ball is through. Chris Worsing has himself a single. And a base runner aboard for the Bees. Actually, he's going to take 2. They bobbled it in the outfield there. Petey, we going single and an error. So Worsing able to advance up to second base in the process. And so it'll be a runner in scoring position now for Carson Shoup. Shoup had a good day yesterday, kind of getting back into the swing of things. He had a hit, 3 runs scored. He steps in here and watches that one miss for ball 1. Team yesterday for the Bees had 11 hits in all, 6 runs across, left 8 batters stranded on the base paths. Gloop working out of the stretch now with 1 out and a runner on. And that one's going to be fouled off. And Troop will take a second. He'll step out, and the count goes to 1-1 on the first baseman for the Bees. So Worsing stands at second base, ripped the single, and then able to advance to second on the error in the outfield. The 1-1 on the way. Right side hit well, caught by Burnett. Throw to second is not in time as Worsing is able to dive back in. But a nice play over there by Kellen Burnett. Hit on the screws, but right at him. It's a line out for the second out of the inning. And Jackson Green, the freshman third baseman, will step to the plate for the first time with 2 away now in the top of the first. Green had a heck of a day yesterday on the mound. 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 3 walks, and 8 strikeouts. It was the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game as Ryland Case will come on to run here for Chris Worsing at second base. Green had a hit, 2 runs driven in yesterday in his district debut at the plate. Watches that one miss outside. Gloop trying to battle back here after giving up the base runner to Worsing with 1 out. He's got 2 outs now, and the 0-0 on the way. Hit hard right side of the infield, and first baseman cannot make the play. Second baseman grabs it by Burnett. No play to be made. Case running hard the whole time, diving for the plate, and he is in there safely. So Ryland Case able to score all the way from second base on the ground ball to the right side of the infield. We're going to go with an E3 on that one, but Green able to reach, and it brings home the first run of the game for the Bees. They lead 1-0. So 2 away in the inning, and a 1-0 start for Upperman. Denton Huddleston steps to the plate for the first time today. Popped up, right side. Going to be a tough play over there on that right side near the foul line. Right fielder over, and he makes the grab out in right. A nice catch made by Tanner Pauly, who was able to make the final out of the inning. Strands a runner, but 1 run across for the Bees, and it's 1-0 at the end of the top of the first. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR.
Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookeville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back to Crossville. It's a 1-0 start for the Upperman Bees after the top of the first, starting here in the bottom of 1. And Cumberland County coming to the plate, starting 9 for them. Titus Ostrander leads it off. Kellen Burnett will bat second. Eli Gloop in the third spot. Isaiah Shelton is the cleanup batter. He had a couple of hits yesterday against the Bees. Schaefer Sitton bats fifth with Jake Christopher in the sixth spot. Seventh batter is Ryland Burnett. Asher Mifflin will bat eighth, and Tanner Pauly rounds it out, batting ninth for the Jets. On the mound is Chris Worsing for the Upperman Bees, the very talented right-handed thrower. And the numbers, not necessarily what they will be at the end of the season. He has thrown against some really good competition already this year. An ERA of .485, a record of 0-2. This will be his fourth appearance and fourth start of the season. He's got 13 innings, allowed 14 hits, 9 runs, all of them earned, 5 walks, but 24 strikeouts, and a batting average against of .286. And again, he has thrown against some really, really good teams already this season. So those numbers a bit skewed as he begins district play here in district game number 2 for the Bees. And they already have a 1-0 start here in Crossville. Center fielder for the Jets will step in. Titus Ostrander walks in for the first time. Mentioned just a couple of hits yesterday for the Jets. It was Isaiah Shelton. He had both of them. Weren't able to find too many base runners aboard. Ryland Burnett did walk a couple of times. That's a strike across. 85 on the gun there from Worsing, he can pump it up there. He hit 90 last year. He can get into the upper 80s. The 0-1 on the way, swung on, right side, nice glove by Shoup, but it's a foul ball, just barely. It'll be strike 2. So Ostrander will step in with an 0-2 count on him. Close to the plate. Worsing ready to go. 0-2 on the way. A little bit upstairs. Able to lay off of it was Ostrander, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just a beautiful evening for baseball yet again. No breeze today like there was yesterday in Baxter. About the same temperature when we got here, about 65 degrees, as that one misses up and in, and it's 2-2 now on Ostrander. But, of course, here in Crossville, as soon as that sun goes down, it's always going to get a little bit chilly. We're ready to go. 2-2. Breaking ball. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. And Chris Worsing has his first strikeout of the ball game. So the first out of the inning. And Ostrander will head back to the dugout with Kellen Burnett now stepping to the plate. The second baseman who made a couple of nice plays there on the top of the first. He'll try to see what he can do against Chris Worsing on the mound. Worsing into his motion, delivers home. Popped up and out of play. That'll sell back to the softball diamond, which they're playing Livingston Academy right now over on the softball diamonds. And it's 0-1 here to Burnett. Worsing delivers. Breaking ball. Popped up. Center fielder coming on, and Mathis, and he's able to make the grab out there in center for the Bees, and there's 2 away here in the bottom of 1. Mathis got a good jump on it out there in center field, kind of shading to the right a little bit with a hard-throwing Worsing on the mound. Eli Gloop will step to the plate, see if he can't help his own calls, trailing 1-0. The righty delivers home. It's a called strike on the outside corner. Mentioned Worsing will sit in the mid-80s. He can pump it up to the upper 80s and even hit 90 at times. The 0-1. That one misses low, and it's a 1-1. Has a really good breaking ball as well that he can mix in. He's going to be the ace this year. Of course, Jackson Green has had a great start to the season. They got a pretty good 1-2 punch right now. That breaking ball just a little bit upstairs, and it's 2-1 as Gloop goes ahead. Worsing ready. 2-1. Left side, good glove. Green is there. The right-handed throw across the diamond and in time. And it's a quick 3-up, 3-down inning for the Bees, who lead 1-0 at the end of 1. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back to Crossville. It's a 1-0 lead for the Upperman Bees as they step back to the plate. Due up for them, 6, 7, and 8. Braden Wolke, Dalton Mathis, and Brain Green, the 3 due up in the inning for the Bees. One run across was Chris Worsing's runner, and Rylan Case, who scored from second base on a ground ball to the right side of the infield from Jackson Green as he reached on the error back in the first. And that's how the Bees lead 1-0 as they went 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the first with 1 strikeout in there for Worsing on the mound. I'm Jacob Vincent. Cameron Hughes to my right. He just threw the jacket on. The temperature beginning to drop a little bit here in Crossville. So glad to have you along live on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. And stepping in for the first time will be Braden Wolke. A couple of hits yesterday. Drove in a couple of runs as well. Pretty good starts in district play against the Jets. And the Bees winning 6-0 in Baxter yesterday, and powered by a strong outing on the mound from the freshman Jackson Green. All 7 innings, just 2 hits and no runs. This is a bouncer back up the middle. Going to be a tough play. Sitting onto it. Quick throw to first, and that's a really nice play. Schaefer sitting all in one motion, able to get the out. We saw sitting on the mound yesterday, able to use the arm that time as he charged onto it and made a good throw. Another freshman, Dalton Mathis, will step to the plate now for the Bees, the center fielder. He had one hit yesterday, as that's a strike across for Gloop on the mound. Gloop throwing about 82 with the fastball. He can drop the breaking ball down to about 73. As that one's going to dip a little bit low. And it's 1-1. Mathis back into the box in the right-handed batter's box. Gloop on the mound, the right-handed thrower. The 1-1 right down Broadway, and it's 1-2. One away, nobody on here in the top half of the second. And the 1-2 on the way. Swung on, a foul tip, but a nice catch by Shelton. It is strike 3, and it's quick 2 outs for Eli Gloop on the mound. First strikeout of the day as well for Gloop. And with 2 away, the senior Brain Green will make his way back to the plate. Got injured against Kingston, now making his way back out there, just DHing today. And back into the lineup for the Bees. First pitch into him, gonna miss a little bit low. I know Noah's watching. Brain Green or Brain Notani, however you want to call him. He had a stretch last year that was really impressive, as that one is a called strike, and it's 1-1. As Gloop is starting to settle in a little bit here. Gave up the 1 hit so far to Chris Worsing back in the first. Now the 1-1. Check swing, and they're going to say he went. It's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Green. 2 away in the inning, and nobody on for the Bees. Gloop gets the sign, brings it home. And that's a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Eli Gloop goes 3 up, 3 down, gets a couple of Ks in the inning. It's 1-0 with the Jets coming back to the plate in the second. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
At the Quality family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality family, trusted care right where life happens.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood, or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here to Crossville. It's 1-0. Upperman on top of the Jets coming back to the plate here in the bottom of 2, taking on Chris Worsing for the second time in this game. 4, 5, and 6 due up. Isaiah Shelton, Schaefer Sitton, and Jake Christopher. Shelton had a couple of nice hits yesterday, a roped one against Jackson Green. He had the only 2 hits for the Jets in yesterday's loss at 6-0. And with the fence where it is right here, and as hard a throwing ball that Chris Worsing has, he could send one on a ride here in Crossville. Worsing had a good first inning, a strikeout. This one is hit hard out to right center. Mathis trailing back, makes the catch on the run, and a nice grab by the freshman out in center field, Dalton Mathis. And again, Shelton seeing the ball well, but Mathis makes a good grab on it out in center. So the shortstop, the pitcher on the mound yesterday, Schaefer Sitton, will step in for the first time. Made a really nice play in the field on Braden Wolke. As that one's in there for a ball, and it's 1-0. Worsing, a quick worker, brings home the 1-0. Popped up, back towards us. It's going to miss just off to our left and into the stands, and that's going to be strike one. Marv's not that long, young. I was ready, though. The 1-1 count here to Sitton. Worsing delivers. Breaking ball, left side of the infield. Mullins there. Gloves. Throw. It is in time. And a nice play by Dawson Mullins at shortstop on the backhand. These freshmen have stepped up and made some plays early on already this season. Mathis out in center field. That time Mullins at the shortstop position deep in the hole and able to get the speedy runner and Sitton. There's two away. Jake Christopher will step in, the first baseman for the Jets. Fastball left side. That ball is going to be through. Mullins had no chance to get to it that time. It's a single by Jake Christopher. So Christopher finds his way aboard with two away here in the bottom of two. And the third baseman, Rylan Burnett, will step to the plate for Cumberland County. First base hit of the ball game for the Jets. Only mustered two of them yesterday. And they're trying to jump early on Chris Worsing in the counts. Swinging first pitch there was Christopher. Now working out of the stretch for the first time is Worsing. Delivers home. That one misses low and outside. And good glove by Huddleston. Faked the back pick over at first base. We saw him throw a runner out in Sitton yesterday. He was a little bit off the bag on the secondary. Not too much of a lead over at first for Christopher. Worsing brings it home. Out to center field. Mathis has a beat on it. Makes the catch. The Jets get a runner aboard, but they strand him over at first base. It's 1-0 through 2 here in Crossville. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's a 1-0 lead for the Upperman Bees. They're coming back to the plate here in the top half of 3. 9, 1, and 2 due up. Andrew Hedrick and then back to the top. Dawson Mullins and Chris Worsing here in the inning for the Bees. Eli Gloop on the mound has been solid. He's retired 4 in a row. He went 3 up, 3 down in the second as Andrew Hedrick, the second baseman, will step in for the first time for Upperman here today in Crossville. Score updates between Livingston Academy and Stowe Memorial. That's the other district game going on today. As this first pitch from Gloop is swung on and missed. It's a foul tip, and it's strike one to Andrew Hedrick. 3-3 between the Wildcats and the Panthers. That one being played in Crossville today. As that one's going to miss a little bit low, and the count goes to 1-1. It was a win yesterday for Livingston Academy. They beat Stone 4-0 in Livingston, so Livingston with a 1-0 record in district play as well. That one is across for strike two, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Hedrick. Hedrick, another young gun. He's a sophomore for this Bee squad. Gloop delivers home. Breaking ball. And Hedrick gets just a piece of the bat on it, sends it into foul territory. It'll be a foul ball, and he stays alive for at least another pitch. And Gloop is going to ask for a new baseball. Top of the third here in Crossville. Up next for the Bees. They'll head to Knoxville Friday and Saturday. At Gibbs on Friday for a couple of games. One against Central Magnet, and then the second one against Trousdale County. Right now it's 6 and 8 o'clock. This one right back up the middle. Sinton able to make the glove right behind the bag and a good throw on to first. Gloop was able to dive out of the way, and Sinton got a great jump on it, able to get to it right behind the bag at second base and makes a good throw for the first out of the inning. And Schaefer Sinton has been really solid there at that shortstop spot. It's back to the top of the lineup for Upperman. Dawson Mullins, their shortstop, will step in for the second time. He grounded out to Burnett at second base his first time up, and that breaking ball across for strike one. A one on the way from Gloop. Another bouncer, slow roller, third baseman Burnett onto it. A good throw, and he gets it in time as well. That time it's Rylan Burnett from the third baseman position. He makes the throw across the diamond for out number 2 in the inning. And with 2 away, Chris Worsing steps to the plate. That's exactly when you want to face him for Eli Gloop on the mound. Nobody on and 2 outs. Singled his first time, reached second base on an error, and then his runner in Rylan Case came around to score the only run of the game so far. That first pitch will miss just a bit outside. Worsing batting .545 on the season, slugging .848. The 1-0 breaking ball misses upstairs. And it's a 2-0 count here to Chris Worsing. 18 hits so far this season, 10 of them have been doubles. He's driven in 10 runs as well. The breeze starting to pick up, kind of blowing in from center as that one is going to miss outside. And it's 3-0. The sun beginning to set off to our right as well. Not the worst thing in the world to maybe put Chris Worsing at first base. And that's exactly what they're going to do. So the base on balls for Worsing. He heads down to first. And it's the first walk of the game issued by Eli Gloop. He'll get a runner as Rylan Case will come on to run for Worsing. Case scored the run from second on the ground ball to the right side of the infield his last time. And again, just his second game action. He was on the basketball team in the state tournament on Friday and then back out here on the diamond now. So Carson Shoup will step in. He lined out, hit it hard to second base, but Burnett was able to make a nice grab over there for the second out of the inning back in the first. Working out of the stretch is Gloop. Takes a peek over the shoulder a couple of times. Case takes off. This one is ripped, but it's going to be foul and into the trees down the foul line. As that is strike one. And Shoup, he can jump on one. And mentioned the short fences here at Cumberland County. We have seen quite a few home runs here in recent years. This one swung on, hit hard out to right, but right at the right fielder for the final out of the inning. As making a grab out there and right is Tanner Pauly for the final out. So the Bees get another base runner aboard, but they strand him over at first. It's still 1-0. The Jets coming back to the plate. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this brand new construction on the Caney Fork River in Sparta. This home sits on 1.6 acres with 190 feet of river frontage and boasts 2,300 square feet of living space with a spacious 2-car garage. Enjoy the river views from your beautiful expanded covered porch. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Turf Masters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turf Masters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's still 1-0 here at Cumberland County as the Upperman Bees taking on the Jets. District 7 AAA battle, game number 2 between these two sides. Upperman won it yesterday 6-0 in Baxter. They've got a 1-0 lead right now as it's the bottom of the third. 8-9-1 due up for the Jets. Asher Mifflin leads it off, followed by Tanner Pauly, and then back to the top and Titus Ostrander as that one is across for a ball, and showing bunt was Mifflin, the left fielder today for the Jets. Worsing into the windup, delivers home. That one going to miss just inside, and it's quickly 2-0 on Mifflin. Worsing has been great, just giving up the one hit so far. Everybody else he's been able to retire the first time through the lineup. The 2-0 on the way. Fastball sawed off, and it's a foul ball. So 2 balls and a strike here to Mifflin. Mentioned out in left field today. Rylan Burnett started out there yesterday as this one swung on and missed, and evens the count up at 2 apiece. Worsing trying to work his way back after getting behind 2-0. The 2-2. Called strike 3. It's the second strikeout of the ball game for Chris Worsing, and the first out of the inning here in the third. So 1 away, nobody on with Tanner Pauly, the 9th batter in the lineup coming to the plate for Cumberland County. He's made some nice plays out in right field so far for the Jets here in this series. And Worsing will bring home the first one to him. This one swung on, back into the net for strike 1. Pauly yesterday, just the 1 AB recorded. As that one misses for a ball. Did have 1 strikeout yesterday. The 1-1. That one going to miss above as the breaking ball didn't quite get enough. And it goes to 2 balls and a strike now on Pauly at the plate. Titus Ostrander standing in the on-deck circle, the leadoff batter for Cumberland County. A strikeout victim his first time up on a pitch that was close to being a little outside. That one, did it hit him? It did. And so that's going to be a hit batter, and Tanner Pauly will make his way down to first base with a 1 away and flip the lineup back to the top. So the first hit batter here in the ball game for either side. And Titus Ostrander, who struck out looking his first time up, will step to the plate with a runner on first and only 1 away here in the bottom of 3 in a 1-0 game. Mentioned it felt like a race for 1 run yesterday, and then the Bees were able to finally get the offense going in the 4th inning and beyond. Worsing working out of the stretch, takes a peek over. Bunt shown, pulled back. It's a called strike on the inside corner. The center fielder for the Jets will step back in. Worsing peeks over at first. And the 0-1. Kind of self-preservation, takes a swing at it. It's a foul ball, and it works out for Worsing, who gets ahead 0-2, as that one was going to miss high and inside. So now Ostrander will have to step back in. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, and a runner on first. That is Tanner Pauly over there, who was just hit. Made his way down to first base. Here comes the 0-2. Breaking ball. Misses upstairs. A good spot for it, but just above the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the Jets trying to get something going here in the third. Worsing's ready and delivers home. Good foul off there by Ostrander, and the count remains at 1-2. Jets will be on the road at Kingston coming up on Thursday. Upperman playing them obviously earlier this year already. It was our first baseball broadcast of the season. Noah made his way out there for that. Another breaking ball misses inside, and the count goes to 2-2 now on Ostrander, and a good AB worked here so far for the center fielder. The patient approach against Worsing. And a 2-2 count with a 1 away. Delivers home. Swing and a miss. It's the 3rd strikeout of the ball game for Chris Worsing, and the 2nd out of the inning here in this 3rd inning. So big strikeout there for Worsing on the mound. Gets the 2nd out of the inning and going to try to strand a runner over at first for the 2nd time in the ball game. Kellen Burnett steps to the plate, flew out to center field his first time. 0 for 1 so far. Pauly over at first base with 2 gone. Runner goes, swung on and popped up and out of play. So it'll be 0-1 now on Burnett. So the second baseman steps back in with an 0-1 count. After the foul ball, Pauly was going on that last pitch. We'll see if Worsing takes a peek at him. Runner goes again. This one hit hard to the right side. Going to bounce in front of the right fielder for the Bees. Good throw in to hold the runner at second base. Out there and right by Braden Wolke. He's able to get to it quickly, but it's another base hit on the hit and run. And the second hit of the ball game for the Cumberland County Jets. Tanner Pauly advances to second base. He was going on the pitch anyways. And now with 2 gone, there's a runner in scoring position. And Coach Farley will make his way out to the mound to have a chat with Chris Worsing with runners on first and second and 2 away here in the third. And it's a big opportunity here for the Jets. So they're going to take some time to talk about it on the mound and bring everybody in the infield in as well. Once again, today's game presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. They're the presenting sponsor of Upperman football, Upperman basketball, and baseball here as well. So glad to have them along as the presenting sponsor for another season for the baseball season this year. We'll be with the Bees all the way through this year. We'll have high school game of the week coming up as well. And a lot of spring sports action going on this season. I'm Jacob Vincent. Cameron Hughes is on camera today. Be back with the Bees on Friday and Saturday in Knoxville at Gibbs on Friday and then at Fulton on Saturday. But Plains, Central Magnets, and then Trousdale County, and then they'll take on a team out of Ohio on Saturday. So after the visit to the mound, stepping in will be Eli Gloop. He rounded out to Jackson Green at third base his first time. It was a nice play by Green as well. 2 away, runners on first and second for the Jets. A quick peek back to second base just to keep Pauly aware there at second. The right fielder, obviously, he's got a good amount of speed. You've also got Huddleston behind the plate, who showed off his arm yesterday, gunning down a runner. Worsing brings it home. Fastball's going to miss low, and it's 1-0. Jets trying to go on a little bit of a 2-out rally here, only trailing 1-0 in the bottom of 3. Feel like their best opportunity yet here in this game, the 1-0. That one's across for a strike and evens the count up at 1 apiece. Coach Thompson liking what he's seen from his squad so far over at the third base coach's box. The 1-1 on the way. That one misses upstairs. It's 2 balls and a strike now to Gloop. And a big opportunity for him on the mound. Has thrown well so far, just giving up the 1 run. Here comes the 2-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. A fortunate swing that time as well. A good spot, high and inside with the fastball. Hard one to lay off of. Deuce is wild. 2-2 count, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Worsing ready to go. Here is the 2-2. Popped up, and that one will sail out of play behind the Jets dugout off to our right. And the count remains at 2-2. Best opportunity to the ball game so far for the Jets. First time they've had 2 runners on. Hit by a pitch was Pauly. He stands at second base. And the hit and run for Burnett, but it was a nice play by Wolke to get it in quickly. Comes the 2-2. Hit in towards foul territory. Wolke giving chase and not going to get there as he runs out of real estate, runs into the fence. It'll be another foul ball, and we'll try it again. Isaiah Shelton, the hard-hitting catcher, stands in the on-deck circle for the Jets. And Chris Worsing would love to face him to open up the 4th. But a good battle brewing here with Eli Gloop and Chris Worsing. Worsing delivers. And another foul ball. We'll do it again. The Jets dugout is loving it. Gloop staying alive, looking for his pitch. They did finally get the lights on. As the sun sets off to our right over the high school. The 2-2. Breaking ball, soft roller, and another foul ball. Again, there's that turf hitting area with the boxes and the plates and then the dirt all around. And then the mound turf as well. Everything else is the natural grass. But down the lines is grass and in the infield grass. Behind the plate, all turf. Two count here to Gloop. Hit hard towards right center on the run, and that ball is down. The Jets bring one run across. They're going to send the second runner as well. Running hard all the way from first and scoring is Kellen Burnett, and Cumberland County has a 2-1 advantage here in Crossville. A big piece of hitting there by Eli Gloop, who ropes the double to the fence, drives in a couple of runs. And the Jets have their first lead on Upperman in a very, very long time. First time they've scored runs on the Bees in a very long time as well. A huge two-out double that plates a couple of runs on a one bouncer to the fence in right center. And now Isaiah Shelton is at the plate with a runner in scoring position. Breaking ball, left side of the infield. Green cannot get there. It's through. They're going to send the runner as well. Left fielder onto it. Throw coming home is cut off. It's not in time. Safe at home. Throw down to second. They will get the out there. So they get out of the inning as Shelton tried to stretch it. But scoring the run was Gloop on the hit by Shelton. And it's a 3-1 lead for the Jets through 3. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at tupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. T-Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here to Crossville. And how about the Cumberland County Jets there in the last inning? Had a couple of outs, but a couple of runners on. And Eli Gloop sends one to the fence. He gets the 2-run double, and then he is plated by Isaiah Shelton on a hit to the outfield through the left side of the infield. They get 3 runs across. Shelton tried to stretch it after the throw came home, and he got thrown out. It was a nice play by Huddleston on the throw down to second base. So the Bees were able to get out of the inning, but not before 3 hits and 3 runs across for the Jets, and they lead it 3-1 as we begin the top of the 4th here in Crossville. And now the Bees trailing in a district game for the first time in a very, very long time in baseball. Obviously, just that one loss against Carson Parrott and the Livingston Academy Wildcats a couple of years ago. And it has been pure dominance in district play for these Bees. And Cumberland County able to get 3 runs across there in the inning, have the 2-run advantage, and now Eli Gloop is thrown with a little bit of confidence on the mound as well. First time that Cumberland County has gotten a few runs. They got 4 runs across last year in an outing and had been shut out ever since April 3rd of 2023 until today. So the 3 runs across there. It's 3-1. And 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Bees. Jackson Green, Denton Huddleston, and Braden Wolke as they now trail by a couple of runs. There's a swing and a miss, and Gloop's ahead 0-1. That one misses inside, and the count goes to 1-1 now on Green. He reached on an error his first time up. Was able to bring home that first run of the game as Ryland Case was able to score from second base on the ground ball to the right side. This one hit hard by Green, out to right, but playable, and Pauly is there to make the catch. So the first out of the inning, and nobody on for Denton Huddleston, who flew out to right his last time up. Mentioned Livingston Academy and Stowe Memorial, the other district game going on tonight. As this one's going to miss inside on Huddleston. It gets all the way to the backstop, and it's 1-0. Still 3-3, bottom of the sixth over at Stowe Memorial between the Wildcats and the Panthers. They started a little bit sooner. It's 1-0 here to Huddleston. Another lefty in the lineup for Coach Shanks. Delivering home Gloop, swing and a miss on the low pitch, and it's 1-1. One on the way. Right side of the infield, Burnett is there, makes a nice glove, and the quick flip on to first for the second out of the inning. This Jets team came ready to play today as Kellen Burnett was able to make another nice play over at second base. Jets team that's 0-8 so far this season have struggled to score at times, have not scored more than 4 runs in any game this year. Braden Wolke steps in for the first time, grounded out to Schaefer sitting at shortstop his first time as he flies that one up and out of play for strike one. And Gloop has found the confidence. He's been good pretty much all game. This one, a bouncer, left side of the infield. Burnett, gloves, throw to first, is in time. So the Jets take the lead and then go 3 up, 3 down. They're coming back to the plate in the bottom of 4 with a 3-1 lead. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do.
The Cumberland County Jets coming back to the plate here in the bottom of 4. They got 3 runs across in the third inning, and due up for them 5, 6, and 7. Schaefer Sitton, Jake Christopher, and Ryland Burnett now against Chris Horsing, who is trying to hold serve for his team on the mound, and they'll try to get the bats going on the other end as this game is going to start to get late in a hurry. Same way we talked about yesterday, and it was about that 4th inning mark where the Bees were able to finally take hold of the game. Both pitchers have been really good yesterday for the first few innings. Jackson Green was obviously really good all game long. That pitch is going to miss low and outside. And the 1-0. That one's across for a strike as Worsing is able to find the zone that time. Worsing had 2 outs in that last inning, did hit a batter. That was one of the base runners. As this one is swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. And then a single by Burnett, and then Gloop cranked one to the fence on a 1 bouncer. A 2 RBI double, and then he was plated by Isaiah Shelton. This one a bouncer to the left side, that'll be a foul ball. And the count remains 1-2 on Sitton at the plate. He grounded out to Mullins at short his first time. He's 0 for 1. Just a perfect night for baseball. Not much of a breeze at all. The temperature is pretty good right now. They are continuing to drop. It was about 65 when we got here, but not unbearable at the moment. As the count goes to 2-2. Worsing, a little bit of an overthrow, and the count runs full. Worsing has walked just 5 batters so far this season through now his 4th appearance and 4th start in 16 innings. And that one is a strikeout. He got the foul tip. It was caught by Huddleston and able to work his way back and get his 4th strikeout of the ball game for the first out of the inning. So 1 gone with Jake Christopher now stepping to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single. He was first pitch swinging last time. He watches that one go by for a called strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-1 to Christopher. The 0-1. That'll miss upstairs. And here comes the 1-1. That's outside. 2 balls and a strike to Christopher. Worsing out of the windup. Pops this one up in foul territory, drifting towards the Jets dugout, and that one will sail out of play for strike 2. Well, the big thing right now for the Jets is they've been able to work this pitch count up for Chris Worsing on the mound. That one misses, and the count runs full for a 2nd straight batter. Mentioned that pitch count at 56 right now for Worsing on the mound. With 1 away here in the 4th. Had worked fairly quickly through the first 2 innings. Has had to work a little bit more here in the last 2. Another full count, and that misses inside. It's ball 4. So Jake Christopher makes his way aboard for the 2nd time today. And the first walk issued by Chris Worsing. 1 gone, Rylan Burnett at the plate. Lined out to center his first time up. 3-1 here in the bottom of 4 in Crossville. A 7 AAA battle between the Jets and the Bees. Today's broadcast presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. This one swinging first pitch, and that one is down for another hit. Rylan Burnett sends it to the outfield, and there's now runners on 1st and 2nd for Cumberland County. So Christopher up to 2nd base. Burnett has his first hit of the ball game. So the Jets now 5 tonight in all. And they got runners on 1st and 2nd for Asher Mifflin, who struck out looking his first time up. Worsing out of the stretch brings it home. Good bunts. Green gloves. Throw to 1st in time for the outs, but advances the runners up to 2nd and 3rd, and Asher Mifflin loves it on the sac bunt. So the Bees get the important 2nd out. But now runners on 2nd and 3rd for Tanner Pauley, the 9 batter in the lineup for the Jets. With the Jets threatening again. 3 runs across there in the 3rd. And it started with Pauley, who was hit by a pitch. He came around to score the first run for Cumberland County. First pitch into him. Hit out to right field, and a nice catch made out in right by Braden Wolke. Came onto it hard, had to adjust, and makes the catch for out number 3. It strands a couple of runners, and the lead remains at 2 for the Jets. Bees coming back to the plate in the 5th. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR.
Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network.
Back here at Cumberland County High School, top of the 5th inning, and the Bees down 3-1, and it looks like they're going to make a change. It's supposed to be Dalton Mathis in this spot. And instead batting for him, for Upperman, is going to be Brian Allen, a sophomore for this Upperman team. So Allen steps in for his first AB. His 14th AB of the season. Leads it off here in the 5th. First pitch swinging, right side of the infield. Burnett to his right, makes the glove, throw to first in time. One pitch and one out here in the top of the 5th. So Brain Green, the DH for Upperman, will step to the plate. Struck out looking his first time up. One away with nobody on in the top half of the 5th. As the Bees now running out of outs on the road in Crossville. First pitch in from Eli Gloop. Misses upstairs. 1-0. He's had really good control today. Just a couple of strikeouts, but been really pitching to contact well. And that 1-0 misses downstairs. It's 2-0. There's been a couple of base runners for Upperman so far. 2 in the first, 1 in the third, and 1 run across. And that one misses downstairs, and it's quickly 3-0. So 1 away, nobody on. Brain Green at the plate with a 3-0 count as the Bees trail by 2. Gloop shakes his head yes. Into the motion, brings it home. The 3-0 is across for strike 1. He's only issued 1 walk so far today. That was to Chris Worsing back in the 3rd. He was left stranded there. I should say Rylan Case was left stranded there. That one is a called strike in the outside corner. And Eli Gloop has worked his way back to full. Green steps in now with a full count. His first game back in action after the injury. The 3-2 swung on and missed. How about that from Eli Gloop? Goes behind 3-0, works his way back into it. It's the 3rd strikeout of the ball game for Gloop, and now 2 away in the inning. And the sophomore Andrew Hedrick stepping to the plate. Hedrick a ground out to Schaefer sitting at shortstop his first time up. With 2 gone and nobody on, Gloop delivers home. It misses down low, and it is ball 1. Last time Cumberland County beat this Upperman squad, it was back in that unbelievable ball game. It was 18-16. Cumberland County won it back in 2022. After Upperman won before that, 18-0. Last time the Jets were able to get a win against this Bees squad. The 1-1 swung on and missed. It's 1-2. Hedrick will choke up as he steps into the left-handed batter's box. Gloop delivers home. And that one's going to just miss for ball 2. Dawson Mullen standing in the on-deck circle would love a chance here in the 5th. Gloop trying to sit him down in order for a 2nd straight inning. The 2-2 on the way. Back up the middle. He makes the glove on the mound. The flip over to first is in time. And it's 7 straight retired for Eli Gloop and the Jets. They've got a 3-1 lead, and they're back to the plate coming up in the bottom half of the inning. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
It's the bottom of the fifth here in Crossville. Cumberland County back to the plate. 1, 2, and 3 due up for them. Titus Ostrander, Kellen Burnett, and Eli Gloop here in the fifth inning of action as Chris Worsing is still on the mound for the Bees in a 3-1 ball game here in District 7 AAA. Bees got a 6-0 win yesterday in Baxter. The Jets trying to get their first win against Upperman since 2022 as that one's fouled back into the mitt. It's strike one. Ostrander, the leadoff man, 0 for 2 today with a couple of Ks, one looking, one swinging. Here comes the 0-1. That one's down low in the dirt, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 on the way from Worsing. Left side, and that ball is through. It's a leadoff single for Titus Ostrander as he sends it into left field. And the first base runner aboard here in the fifth for the Jets. Cumberland County able to get their 6th hit of the ball game against Chris Worsing on the mound. And it sends the speedy Ostrander to first base with now Kellen Burnett stepping to the plate. He singled and scored his last time up back in the 3rd inning. Livingston Academy Stone Memorial still tied at 3, top of the 7th at Stone. 2 runners on for the Wildcats in that one. As that one's across for a ball, it's 1-0. As mentioned yesterday, Coach Thompson loves his small ball. He was able to utilize it yesterday a little bit. Has already utilized it a little bit today as well. In that last inning, as Asher Mifflin was able to move some runners over. Now it's a different situation with nobody outs. Running in, Green, check over to first. And privy to it was Ostrander, who was back in easily. Stepping back in will be Burnett at the plate. Worsing takes a peek. Delivers home. The bunt put down the first baseline is a good one. On to it is Shoop. He makes the tag, gets the out there, but it does advance the runner to second base in the process in Titus Ostrander. So another good bunt by the Jets. They get the runner into scoring position with now 1 away as Eli Gloop will step to the plate. Gloop had the 2 RBI double his last time up. Really helped himself out. There were 2 outs in the inning as well. And he had a 2-2 count on him. He fouled off quite a few pitches in the AB. It was a great at-bat. Came around to score the 3rd run of the game. So that one is going to be dipping a little bit low for ball 1. Ostrander stands at second base after he advanced on the bunt. And a balk is called here on Chris Worsing. And taking 3rd now is Titus Ostrander. So another run 90 feet away now for the Jets here in the 5th. There's 1 out in the inning. Now the infield's going to come in to try to cut down that run on a ground ball. Gloop at the plate. The 1-0 on the way. Sawed off. It's a foul ball, and it's 1-1. Gloop having a heck of a game so far today, trying to continue on with it. This one swung on, popped up in the infield, right side, drifting towards foul territory. Shoop trying to make the catch on the run, cannot do so over his shoulder. It drops foul. It will be strike two. The tough part about that was, even if he makes the catch, you've still got Ostrander over at third base that would have absolutely thought about tagging up. With Shoop making the run and trying to catch it over his shoulder. Instead, the count goes to 1-2 on Eli Gloop at the plate. Worsing brings it home. Swing, drop third, check to third. Huddleston throws to first, gets the out there. That's a great play by the catcher for the Bees for the second out of the inning. And another strikeout for Chris Worsing. It's his fifth. As they try to strand Ostrander over at third base. And Isaiah Shelton will step to the plate. Singled in Gloop his last time up and then got thrown out trying to take second base on the throw home. And that breaking ball misses upstairs. Shelton in this cleanup spot. A couple of hits yesterday. Already one hit today at a strong line out to right center field as well in this contest. The 1-0 upstairs. A 3-1 advantage for the Jets in Crossville. 2 gone here in the fifth. As that one's upstairs, and it's 3-0 here to Shelton. Schaefer sitting, stands in the on-deck circle, 0 for 2 so far. Jackson Green comes over, taps the hand of Worsing on the mound. Worsing ready to go. 3-0 on the way. Swings at it, sawed off. Second base, catch is made. And a fortunate swing there as making the catch there at second base. And a good one for the Bees is Andrew Hedrick for the final out of the inning. They strand the runner and Ostrander over at third base. The Bees bats got to get going. Coming up, they come to the plate in the top of the sixth. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Beautiful night for baseball here in Crossville. Temperatures continue to drop, but it is gorgeous out here in Cumberland County. 3-1 lead for the Jets. It is the top of the sixth and the top of the lineup due up for the Bees. 1, 2, 3. Dawson Mullins, Chris Worsing, and Carson Shoop. And they trail by 2 runs. They got to get it going right now against Eli Gloop, who has been tremendous. He has retired 7 straight batters. He has only allowed 3 base runners through 5 innings of work so far. And he's got the 2-run advantage right now. Mullins steps in. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts to the left side of the infield. I beg your pardon, he had one to second base, one to third base. Swings first pitch, left side, sitting. Backhand, throw to first is in time. 1 pitch and 1 out in the sixth. Eli Gloop has been really strong tonight for the Jets on the mound. Schaeferson had a pretty strong start for the first few innings yesterday, and then the Bees were finally able to start to time him up a little bit and get on top of him. They won the game yesterday 6-0. First pitch into Chris Worsing. Big swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Eli Gloop just at 58 pitches right now for the Jets. Through 5 1/3. A 1 on the way. Breaking ball, left side, hit hard, and diving after it, Sitton cannot get there, and Chris Worsing able to find his way aboard with the single. Third time aboard today for Chris Worsing. Couple of singles and a walk as well. And Ryland Case will come on to run for Worsing as the Bees do get a base runner aboard, and Carson Shoup will step to the plate. 0 for 2 with a couple of lineouts. The 1 gone and a runner on now for Upperman, as they try to get something going here in the 6th. And outs now at a premium, down to their final 5 in this one. Check to first, Case back in. On the mound is Eli Gloop, who has been great today. 5 1/3, 3 strikeouts. Just the 1 run allowed. Breaking ball across for strike 1 to Carson Shoup. I mentioned not too many pitches, just around 60 pitches right now in the 6th with 1 gone. So the pitch count not a worry at all. Long look and time taken as Gloop was kind of checking over to first, seeing if Case would budge a little bit. And a smart time taken there by Carson Shoup. Steps out and he'll step back in with an 0-1 count. And 1 away. Popped up behind the plate, giving chase is Shelton in front of the Jets dugout, and it is right up against the edge of the dugout, so kind of ran just out of room. And it will be strike 2 on Carson Shoup, but lives to see another pitch. Jackson Green stands in the on-deck circle. Love to make his way to the plate here in the 6th. Give his team a chance to get a little bit closer. Shoup will take a look at the card, put it back in his left pocket. Runner on first with 1 gone here in the top of the 6th. Long look in by Gloop on the mound for the Jets. Gets the sign from Shelton. Delivers home. Hit out to the right side. A catch is made by the right fielder, Pauly, as he was coming on strong. A nice play out in right field for the 2nd out of the inning. Just kind of a slow dropping liner out in right, but Pauly got a great beat on it off the bat. It's the 3rd line out of the ball game for Shoup, and now 2 outs in the inning with Jackson Green coming to the plate. He flew out to right his last time, reached on an error back in the 1st. He's got a runner on first with 2 gone. Speed over there with Ryland Case at first base. Gloop will bring it home. And Case is going to take second base, so a stolen bag for Ryland Case on the delayed steal. And Shelton and the Jets content with giving him the bag as well. It did miss outside. It's 1-0. So runner in scoring position now for the Bees. That one's across for strike 1. But trying to make Gloop work a little bit. They needed to. The 1-1 count here to Green at the plate. Coming home. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on second base for Upperman. They trail 3-1 here in Crossville in the top half of the 6th. Eli Gloop brings it home. Breaking ball back up the middle. Gloop gloves with the left hand. Flip to first and gets the out in time. Strands a runner for the Bees, and Cumberland County leads 3-1. The Bats coming back to the plate in the bottom of 6. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
At the Quality Family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality Family. Trusted care right where life happens.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Cumberland County Jets are looking for some insurance here in the bottom of 6. Chris Worsing is on the mound for the Bees, and to the plate for the Jets here in the 6th. 5, 6, and 7. Schaefer Sitton, Jake Christopher, and Rylan Burnett. Those three have been aboard 3 times. It's been Jake Christopher a couple of times, a single and a walk. He's in the on-deck circle. Sitton is looking for his first trip to first base today. A ground out and a strikeout to his name so far. But it has been a strong performance from the Jets today against one of the best pitchers in the area in Chris Worsing. They've been able to plate 3 runs, 6 hits, and left just a couple of runners stranded. That one's across for a strike. Worsing, after allowing the 3 runs in the 3rd, he had a couple of base runners on in the 4th, but able to get out of it. Same thing in the 5th. Had a runner at 3rd base, but able to strand him there. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly ahead 0-2. That's been the struggle at times tonight for Worsing. Hadn't had the walks, just haven't been able to really get ahead of batters and get the strikeouts up there. Does have 5 Ks on the day. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Huddleston will tag him just in case. It is another strikeout. And now 4 in a row retired for Chris Worsing, and that's the 6th strikeout of the ball game. First out of the inning. So Jake Christopher, single and a walk so far. Has not scored a run yet, though. First pitch into him is the breaking ball, and it's in there for strike 1. Worsing seems like he's found a little bit of a rhythm here in the 6th. This one swung on, a foul ball, and he's quickly ahead 0-2. He's hoping that the bats can get going coming up in the top half of the 7th. And give him a chance to come out in the bottom of the 7th. 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks to open up the 6th. 7 strikeouts on the day for Worsing. And 2 outs here in the top half of 6. Rylan Burnett to the plate. He singled his last time. He's 1 for 2. A line out to center in there as well. 2 away and nobody on. Worsing comes home, another breaking ball, really relying on the off-speed right now, but that one misses upstairs, and it's 1-0. Worsing ready. The 1-0. Got him to swing through, evens the count up at 1 apiece. Cumberland County looking for their first win against Upperman since 2022. As this one is back into the net. And it is strike 2 on Rylan Burnett. And Eli Gloop has been just tremendous on the mound. 1-2. Check swing. He went. They'll tag him. That will be strike 3. So 3 Ks in the inning for Chris Worsing. He's got 9 on the ball game, and the Bees are down to their final 3 outs coming up in the top half of 7. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Top of the 7th here in Crossville, and Cumberland County leads it 3-1. Bees coming to the plate down to their final 3 outs, trailing by 2 runs. They need at least 2 to extend this contest. And it is the freshman Denton Huddleston who will lead it off. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Bees. Denton Huddleston, Braden Wolke, and Dalton Mathis, the 3 due up here in the inning for Upperman. Huddleston 0 for 2 so far, a fly out and a ground out. Eli Gloop has been tremendous through 6 innings of work, just the 1 run allowed, as that one is going to bounce in the dirt for ball 1. That's been the big thing. He's gotten a lot of swings early on in counts. That pitch count not an issue whatsoever here in the 7th. Just at 67 pitches right now after that one. This one hit hard, sitting, bounces off of him as it takes an awkward hop. He still gloves it, and reaching base safely will be Denton Huddleston. They're going to go with a hit, says PD, off to all right on stats today. So Denton Huddleston leads it off with a single. As that one did take an awkward hop out there at shorts and would have been tough for Sitton. He's made some nice plays today, but unable to make that one, and it's a leadoff single for Denton Huddleston. But as I was saying, Eli Gloop, he's been nothing short of tremendous so far. 6 innings, 3 hits now, 1 run, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts on 69 pitches. Stepping to the plate here is Braden Wolke. That is not Rylan Case at the plate. It is indeed Braden Wolke. He's 0 for 2 so far with a couple of ground outs, but a runner on first here with nobody out in the 7th. Gloop brings it home, and that'll be fouled off for strike 1. Cumberland County looking for their first win of the season. And again, they're doing it with the defense today. Just the 1 run allowed to the Bees. Got the big 3 runs as well. Bunt shown, and now in a tough spot over at first is Case. He's able to get into second base safely, able to draw the throw, and now in a scoring position. I beg your pardon. Yeah, I think it was Case that came on to run. So now a runner in scoring position, and the count is 1-1 on Braden Wolke. Gloop delivers home. Out of play, 1-2. Wolke at the plate. Another new batter in the on-deck circle as well for the Bees. We'll get to him in a second. This one back up the middle. Sitting, ranges over. Missed gloves, throw to first. Is in time. A nice play by Schaefer Sitton to stay with it and still get the first out of the inning, but it does move the runner up to third base for the Bees to get within 1. So Wolke is able to move the runner over. And Sawyer Brown, another freshman for this Bees squad, will step to the plate before or after the Jets will have a conference on the mound as well in a 3-1 ball game with a 1 away here in the 7th. Been a fun one so far today. Obviously 6-0 yesterday. Upperman was able to get their first district win of the season. We'll get a check on Livingston Academy and Stone Memorial. Livingston did take a lead in that game, but Stone Memorial had the bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th. As it's now 6-5 in the bottom of the 7th in that one. Still bases loaded and 1 out for Stone Memorial, as they are trying to get it tied and maybe bring home the winning run with 1 away and bases loaded in the bottom of 7 there at Stone. And again, another change here at the plate. Sawyer Brown will step to the plate with a runner on third base and 1 away. Brown batting .231 and 26 ABs so far this season. He's got 6 hits, 1 double, 3 runs driven in. And a big spot right here for Upperman as he bats in spot. Dalton Mathis was here to open up the ball game. Then Brian Allen had an AB in there. He grounded out. So looking for a big swing of the bat here with Gloop on the mound in a 3-1 ball game. One gone, runner on third for the Bees. And it is a balk by Eli Gloop. It will score the run from third, and it's 3-2. So Sawyer Brown doesn't even have to swing the bat and able to plate the run. So now nobody on, one out, and the run is across. It's 3-2 here in the top of 7. This one popped up in the infield. Ranging over is Sitton, and actually Burnett will be over there. He will make the catch for out number 2. So the Bees down to their final outs. And Braden Green, who absolutely has home run power, will step to the plate, especially here in Crossville. Top of the 7th, 2 gone, nobody on. 3-2 ball game. Gloop delivers home. He will miss inside for ball 1. High-pressure situations early on in the 7 AAA season. Gloop delivers home. Misses outside, 2 balls and no strike. Green got ahead 3-0 his last time up. Gloop was able to work his way back, though, and strike him out for the second time in the ball game. Here's the 2-0. That one misses inside, and it's 3-0. Gloop wanted that one to be a strike on the inside corner. He's got 2 outs and a 1-run advantage. Tying run at the plate. 3-0 on the way. It's upstairs. It's ball 4, and Braden Green works a walk. Just the second walk issued by Eli Gloop. And Andrew Hedrick. I beg your pardon, they're going to make another change. I believe. Oh, no, he's up there. So Andrew Hedrick will come to the plate. They're just getting a runner on here for Braden Green. Jackson West will come on to run. So Jackson West over at first base for Green. That is the tying run at first for the Bees in a 3-2 ball game now here in the top of the 7th. 2 outs. And Andrew Hedrick, the second baseman, 0 for 2 so far today with a couple of groundouts. Eli Gloop trying to close out a big win for the Jets here in district play in what will be a very competitive district this season with just the teams. Obviously no DeKalb County this year as they move into that other district. Stepping in will be Hedrick. Bunt shown, back up the middle, Gloop on, throw to first is in time, and Cumberland County gets the job done. Final score, 3-1, or I beg your pardon, 3-2. Cumberland County gets their first win of the season, first district win of the year as well, as they split the series. Upperman wins in Baxter 6-0. Cumberland County wins in Crossville 3-2. We welcome you into the post-game show here in Crossville. A big win today for the Cumberland County Jets. Their first win against the Bees since 2022. And they get the job done again for their first win of the season as well. And it was Eli Gloop on the mound, who was just absolutely tremendous. And he is easily your Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game as he gets the job done not only on the mound, got it done at the plate as well. On the mound, he went all 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, only 1 was earned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts on just 79 pitches. Got it done at the plate. 1 for 3 with a run scored and 2 runs driven in. So he was able to account for all 3 so far today for Cumberland County as they get their first win of the season and improve to 1-8 on the year. They'll take on Kingston coming up on Thursday. Upperman falls to 4-8, their first district loss in a couple of years since they lost to Livingston Academy a couple of years ago in district play. A couple of good outings for them at the plate. Chris Horsing, he was good again, 2 for 2 at the plate with the run scored. He also drew a walk. Huddleston was 1 for 3 at the plate. Just the 3 hits so far for the Bees. Had the 2 runs across, but only 1 of them was earned. So a loss for the Bees, a big win for the Jets in district play. And we'll try to get a quick check of that Stone Memorial and Livingston Academy score as well, because that one has turned into a big one now, especially with the result today. Mentioned Livingston Academy was up. It's 6-5 still in the bottom of 7. Stone Memorial had the bases loaded and 1 out, And that ball game is over. Livingston Academy wins it 6-5. They're able to hold off the run by Stone Memorial and improve to 2-0 in district play. So the Livingston Academy Wildcats now atop the district in 7 AAA. That'll do it for us tonight. A big win for Cumberland County, 3-2 here in Crossville. Our next broadcast coming up on Friday for the Upperman Bees. They'll be playing 2 games at Gibbs in Knoxville on Friday at 6 and 8 o'clock Eastern Time against Central Magnet at 6 and Trousdale County at 8. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Today's broadcast has been presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. For Cameron Hughes on camera, I'm Jacob Vinson saying so long.